Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today's topic is about the 10 things to stop expecting from others. Now remember, like, share, and subscribe. And hit the notification bell to receive all of my content. And leave a comment below to let me know how you feel about this segment. Your responses, highly appreciated. Definition of expect is regard someone as likely to do or be something. And in our life, us as individuals must understand that we should not expect others to understand us or to know what we are thinking, but it's important for us to speak up and to express ourselves so others will have an understanding of us or know what we are thinking, instead of always assuming someone to understand you and to acknowledge you for who you are. And I have arranged 10 suggestions to help you stop expecting from others. And number 1, stop expecting them to always do the right thing based on your standards. Just because you know to do the right thing does not necessarily mean everyone around you or people you run in contact with will do the right thing. Everyone was raised with different beliefs and with different upbringings. And it's important for us to know that everyone is not on the same wavelength. So what you do or what you are holding as your standard doesn't necessarily mean everyone else holds these same things as their standards as well. Number 2, stop expecting them to be perfect. Once you realize that you are not perfect, it will be easier for you to understand why someone else can't be perfect as well. Because by you understanding that you're not perfect, that you make mistakes, this will help you to be mindful that people in the world are not perfect as well. And we make mistakes. This was makes us human and makes us unique, because we are not perfect. And we are gonna mess up from sometimes. But it's important for us to know that we are not perfect, so that we don't hold nobody to be perfect, because we are not perfect. Number 3, stop expecting them to agree with every word you say. Just because you say something doesn't mean everyone else should agree to what you have said, because everyone else have their own mentality and they have their own understanding of things. And everyone is not going to always agree with every word you say, because everyone is entitled to their own things that they have to say, as well as their beliefs. And it's important for us to understand that everyone won't agree with every word you say. Number 4, stop expecting them to read your mind. It's very important for us to understand that what we are thinking, people cannot understand or guess what you're thinking. Sometimes we maybe get lucky and figure out what someone is thinking, but we're not scientists and we're not blessed with a gift to be able to decipher what someone is thinking. It's important for us as individuals, if we want someone to elaborate or to correspond with what we are thinking, it's important for us to speak on what we're thinking, so that people around us or people that we are talking to can understand us and will know what we are thinking, instead of us assuming that they know. Number 5, stop expecting them to pick you up every time you fall. It's okay to have help here and there when it's able to be applied. But if you fall and you look for someone else to help you up, it's not their job or their duty to be there for you every single time. But it's your job to be there for yourself when you fall. And not to expect others to be there, because they may be taking a fall as well. And they may be needing someone to help them back up. And they can't be there for you to help you up because they're trying to help themselves up. So be mindful of this. Number 6, stop expecting them to understand you. It's very important for us to understand that only we can understand ourselves. Just like everyone else must understand themselves as well. And it's not meant for us to understand others, because we have to understand ourselves and to be mindful of ourselves. So stop expecting others to understand you, because they are trying to understand themselves as well as you should understand yourself. Number 7, stop expecting them to treat you how you treat them. Just because you treat a person a certain way does not mean that that person has an understanding like you do to treat you as you treat them, because maybe they wasn't raised that way or they have a different belief system. And it's important for you to understand this and not to expect this, because you was raised a certain way. And this is the duty and a job for you to uphold. And don't expect others to act as you do, because you don't know what type of upbringing they had or what type of understanding or belief they have as well. Number 8, stop expecting them to be the same person they were a year ago. If you can say for yourself that you are not the person you was a year ago, you may be beneath the person you was, you may be just as you were last year, or you may be even more of a better person. So it's important for you to be mindful that anyone else go through the same things in life. Life is tough. Situations and circumstances take us through situations that will either benefit us or make us have a hardship in our life. And it's important for us to not worry about how no one is compared to how they were last year, but it's important for you to embrace these people as who they are and not hold how they are or what they have became against them. Number 9, stop expecting them to always have everything together. It's difficult for us as individuals to have everything together. And it's important for us to be mindful that everyone is struggling and trying to maintain in life. So it's important for us to be mindful of this and not to expect everyone to have everything together, because every one of us is a work in progress. And it's important for us to continue to work on ourselves and to continue to try to better ourselves and to always strive to prosper in life. But no one has everything together, and it's important for us to be mindful of this. Number 10, stop expecting them to give you love if you don't first offer love to yourself. In order for you to seek love from someone else, you first have to understand that you must love yourself unconditionally. That way, whether or not you receive love from anyone, you will already have loved yourself to the point where you are content with the love you have for yourself and not be relying on or expecting love from someone else. Very important. I'm going to do a recap. Number 1, stop expecting them to always do the right things based on your standards. Number 2, stop expecting them to be perfect. Number 3, stop expecting them to agree with every word you say. Number 4, stop expecting them to read your mind. Number 5, stop expecting them to pick you up every time you fall. Number 6, stop expecting them to understand you. Number 7, stop expecting them to treat you how you treat them. Number 8, stop expecting them to be the same person they were a year ago. And number 9, stop expecting them to always have everything together. And number 10, stop expecting them to give you love if you don't first offer love to yourself. Very important for us to understand these 10 suggestions that I have arranged on not to expect things from others. Because when you expect things and when things don't go through as you expect them to, this will make you be depressed or be stressed out and just be uncomfortable because you have applied this expectation on others that everyone has their own way of thinking and their own mindset. And by you placing this expectation on others, it's setting you up to be let down because people are not perfect and people are too busy working on themselves to try to keep up with what you expect of them. So it's important for us to apply these 10 suggestions to our mindset so that we are more mindful when we are dealing with people or in relationships or just in general, to have an idea of what not to expect from people, but to expect it out of ourselves. Like, share, and subscribe. And hit the notification bell to receive all of my content. And leave a comment below to let me know how you feel about this segment. Your responses, highly appreciated. I'm Manifester. This is my vision. May God bless you.